This video focuses on entity event handlers. I will show how powerful they are in handling some of the most complex requirements for entity extraction. Composite bag entities are a crucial tool for Oracle Digital Assistant developers. They are the solution framework for plenty of entity extraction challenges. Within each bag item, developers can utilize Apache free marker expressions to provide validation, error messages, prompts, conditional prompting, and more. But the use of Apache free marker expressions can quickly become complex and prone to errors. If custom validation of a bag item requires back-end service access, then this cannot be done using free marker expressions and will require a dialog flow state that uses a custom component or a REST connector. Furthermore, accessing the values of other bag items can be done, but it requires setting variables along the way, which is not ideal. It is important to note that free marker does have its space, and it's probably the easiest solution for many use cases, but we do need an alternative for the more complex requirements. Entity event handlers are a programmatic and event-driven approach to resolving composite bag entities. They are supported by the Oracle Bots Node SDK and can only be used from within the resolution of composite bag. They allow us to create functions for events. We can create them at the entity or bag item level and also for custom ones as well. We have several events like validate or publish prompt message for which we can create code that will be executed whenever those events occur at runtime. Entity event handlers are easier to write, maintain, and debug. They make it easy to define complex validation rules and business logic. It also allows us to set bag item values. We can set default values or cross-reference values from other bag items. Also, back-end services can be accessed for validation or for any other requirement during the entity resolution. If required, developers can display custom dialogues or messages to the user. All of these are benefits that make entity event handlers very compelling. In this example, we have a free marker expression that validates the delivery time. Let's see how could this be achieved with an entity event handler. As mentioned before, entity event handlers are only available from within a composite bag. We can create entity event handlers locally with an IDE, or we can create them directly in the browser. Check the documentation for the pros and cons of each approach. From the browser, we can create a new event handler. This will create a skeleton code on top of which we can create the functions for the desired events. First, we choose the event type, after which we can see the listed level events. At the item level, we see all the bag items. In this case, we want the delivery time and then the validate function. We can implement our code, and then on the top of the screen, we can validate and save it. Saving the code will initiate its deployment into an embedded container. This is all automatic. Once that is ready, we can test the dialog. When we provide a value for the delivery time, that event will trigger our newly created function, and we see the validation message prompted to the user. Entity event handlers are a powerful tool that we can use for the most complex requirements and make the composite bag an all-around solution for extracting entities. For more information, please ask our assistant RT. You can find the links in the description.